there, Mr. Johnson. It is Monday, April 9th. Also known as Hey There, Mama Johnson's birthday. Happy birthday, Mama Johnson. And because of that fact, I am obligated to say, how dare you say all those terrible things about my mother? First of all, when you're talking about that Mount Vernon trip, you say mom and the aunts, but we both know you're actually only talking about one aunt who made that decision. And I'm not going to say who, but I am going to say that that may have been the same week I was forced to aid and abet her in intoxication via white Zinfandel. That was a very uncomfortable experience for a 12-year-old to go through. And the biggest problem with that Mount Vernon trip was not that it was actually a bad trip. I mean, it was boring, but not any more boring than Monticello actually would have been. The big problem was that there were 3 hormonal teenagers who were just whining the entire time and made it terrible for everybody else. Also, that Blue Lion, there was no choice involved in that. The Blue Lion had a huge rip in the side and was seeping out beads all over the basement, and so mom just threw it out because it was broken. You probably just didn't notice because it was not that uncommon in your young life to have things broken. Jab, 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 jab. Which brings me to my point that looking back on the way that we grew up, it's all too apparent that mom knew exactly how to deal with each of us individually. All 3 of us have very different personalities. I mean, for instance, I think that my biggest fatal flaw is that I just get overly anxious about everything, and I would venture to guess that your biggest fatal flaw is that you're a very rash person, and mom dealt with both of us very differently. Take homework, for example, like we've already discussed. With me, it was more Steve, calm down, it's okay, the homework will get done, don't worry about it, maybe you should try getting a B once or twice in your life. And with you, it was more like, Tim, we know that you're not doing the work. Tim, we know that you're playing video games. Tim, we know that you're watching TV. Tim, do your homework. I do think it's very rare to have parents who are willing to take the time to treat each of their children exactly as those children are, instead of treating them all equally. Frankly, that's the biggest side to me, that they care about us and that they love us and that they're just great parents. They treat us all like different people. What always blows me away is that there have been some very hard times in my life, and like I said, I tend to be very anxious, so I get very torn up about some bad things that have happened, and mom is always there being super calm and saying, like, this is how you can make yourself feel better. And I know that it was tearing her up inside, like, to watch me go through all those problems that I had in college. It cannot have been easy for her to watch her son be that upset for that long of a time, but she never showed that to me. Instead, she was trying to help me get better, and that shows a very important kind of strength that I frankly don't know that I would have. All I'm saying is that mom is the best mom that there ever has been and ever will be, and you cannot say otherwise, and therefore I'm the good son and I get the bigger inheritance. Hi, mom. No, but really, mom, I know that I talked to you last night / this morning for you, but I just wanted to say again, happy birthday. I love you very, very, very much. I miss you, and I want to talk to you again on Skype so that I can actually see your face. An ungrateful butt face, I'll see you tomorrow.